AI is Ozempic. AI can trim the fat of your business.
She's such a train wreck.
AI is not a gastric bypass surgery that completely replaces a full system. It's just to trim the fat. Now, of course, I am talking about when it comes to working, but Ozempic paints a pretty clear picture in your mind. The point isn't to replace, the point is to trim the fat. The workflows that take you too long, the repetitive tasks that you're tired of doing, but you think of them as just part of your day. If you use AI correctly, that's what it can do for your work week. That's what it can do for your work month, your work year, all the work things. I'm really hating the sentiment online that people think AI is just going to replace everything, like replace all the people, replace all the workflows, replace all the systems. When it comes to businesses that are successful and businesses that fail, it's not because they have the best tools. It's because they have the best operation. We do not need full system replacements. We don't need surgery. And the businesses that are winning with AI right now are not planning on replacing everything. They're planning on replacing the things that are replaceable. Because after building business systems for a decade, the ones that are the most successful are not the most automated. They are the ones that have the most intention behind their strategies.
I'm learning a lot. I'm learning a lot today.
And that's what I do when I help businesses implement Claude in their workflows. I help them become intentional with where they put AI and why. And I'm actually going to share with you what trimming the fat looks like in the AI age. Because back when I was a senior Salesforce consultant, I spent 65 to 75% of my time with a new client doing what we call discovery calls. You may think of them more as introductory calls, project kickoffs, information gathering. That's really what it is. All of it is a waste of time. I would spend so much time asking the exact same questions of every single client. Now, of course, this is back before AI existed. So it wasn't as if I could have sent somebody in my place. It was always going to have to be me showing up and asking the same questions over and over and over again. But the fact is, with AI, we all have an opportunity to not settle for the ways that we used to do things and build a new way. Me asking those onboarding questions to figure out who they were and what they were about was not the part of my expertise that they were paying for. They were paying for what happened next when I told them exactly what to do with the technology to get the output they wanted from the tech. But nowadays, because I have AI at my disposal, I can help people trim their workflows simply by inserting AI into your operations where it's most needed and by saving you an hour here, 20 minutes there, 30 minutes there. That time's gonna add up, and eventually you're gonna think to yourself the same way I did, why did we used to do it the other way? So as I said, when I was a senior Salesforce consultant, this is what my life looked like. If you're a coach, consultant, agency, operator, anything that does tasks repetitively, which is basically all businesses, mostly for service businesses that work with clients, you've done something along the lines of what I am describing. Now I help businesses implement Claude, and one way that I do that is by showing you that I am actually practicing what I preach. So I built Doris. Doris is my very own personal secretary, if you will. I have programmed her with exact instructions. She knows exactly what 5 core targets she needs to collect so that I can work with a client, but not just work with a client, hit the ground running. So when I'm actually showing up to talk to you in person about your business, I already have all the context. So I know exactly where we need to start to get the highest leverage workflows in your business smoothly operating using Claude. Let's say you're a personal trainer. You want to understand their nutrition, their current workout regime, any limitations they have in terms of previous injuries. If you're a coach or a consultant, you need to understand where somebody is and what somebody is struggling with so you can help them get from point A to point B, which is what you help all your clients do. But imagine if all of those upfront questions were taken off of your plate entirely and you just got to show up to the first meeting knowing exactly where to start.
Hey, that's pretty good.
So I'm going to show you in the background what Doris looks like. She is an AI facilitated conversation. She talks to you like a normal human being, and she's collecting information, and she knows exactly what information I need in order to help you implement Claude in your business correctly. But what is this really doing, right? I'm not showing you Doris because you need a Doris, although you might need a Doris, but the point is, I am showing you this to see in your potential workflow where you could insert something like Doris or AI in general so that you're actually showing up for the times in your business that your expertise is needed and not the times where you're showing up and asking the same questions over and over and over again. Really, all this is AI having a conversation on my behalf. It's a conversation I have with everybody collecting the exact same information, but I'm instructing AI how to have this conversation without me, essentially. So this is what AI being Ozempic in your business really looks like. It looks like you showing up for the parts that you're the expert in, and AI taking the things off your plate that you're doing either redundantly or you're doing things over and over and over again, where you are not the key difference maker in the output of those results. These are things that AI can trim the fat of your business. In my business, this looks like a structured conversation. In your business, there may be one source of truth so that your client management happens all in one place. If you're a person who does cold email, this could look like scraping the internet for public profiles. We're not doing anything illegal here. Trimming the fat of your business doesn't mean that you're replacing your whole system. It means that you're integrating AI into the parts of your workflow that drag, that take the longest. So this isn't about replacing the intake, the onboarding, the discovery, the get to know you call. This is about when you show up for that work and making an impact in people's lives, you can hit the ground running. So like I said, AI is Ozempic. It's not a gastric bypass. And so if you're somebody who works with Claude and you actually want a better result from how you're implementing it in your business, or you know how powerful it is and you just know you're not using it to the best of your ability, that's what my 7-day Quickstart program is for. It's for done with you, where you talk to Doris, I talk to your workflows, and then we together come up with a personalized plan to find your 3 highest leverage activities to remove from your business, but not so that you aren't part of the business anymore, so that you can go further, faster, help more clients. But if 7 days is kind of a long commitment, I've also made a Claude Bootcamp, which is free and you can take it anytime, because the proof is in the pudding. As soon as you get that first quick win, you're going to get addicted and you're going to be like, oh my gosh, where else can we put AI? If you're interested in either of those things, those links are down below. And if you like this video, like, subscribe, share, and use the hype button. This is a new, smaller channel, but if you use that hype button, it gets shown to more people and I can help more businesses actually make a difference with AI. If you enjoyed this one, I will see you on the next one.